Caillou, I'm going to watch To Catch a Predator. It's best you can go to your room and do whatever you want. By the way, this show isn't appropriate for you anyway.
It's best to not watch an episode of Catch a Predator. I will be cooked if you did watch it.
Did you done something stupid?
No. No, I didn't. They were making lies out of me.
You better be honest. If I do watch the new episode of To Catch a Predator and you are on it doing weird things and you lied to me, then you are so freaking grounded for life. Got that?
Okay, Dad. Oh, son of a bitch. What have I done? I am definitely gonna appear on To Catch a Predator doing weird things on the internet, and my dad is gonna find out about it. God damn me.
He better be honest. Because if he is on this episode, I will lose it and ground him. But let's just watch it anyway. Welcome to Dateline, you all. And welcome back to a new episode of To Catch a Predator. On today's episode of TCAP, and yes, I am shortening the show title for this episode only. Anyways, on today's episode of TCAP, we got a bald kid who is wearing a yellow shirt, blue pants, and red shoes, pretending and posing as a female cartoon character, which is Daphne Blake, on the internet and was talking to a 14-year-old boy who he thought was the real Daphne Blake, except no, it wasn't her. You will find out what his real name is later in this episode. Let's start with this. The kid then set up a big Olive account that was fictionally made out of Daphne Blake. The fictional user's name is this, and no joke, this is actually real, sexy girl Daphneeks. And get ready for this. The person who is pretending to be Daphne Blake and using this sexy girl Daphneeks account on there, it was Caillou and Hansen. No joke. Caillou Anderson was indeed behind that account. Now that's a real fuck up right there. Anyways, the user then found a 14-year-old boy who just got on to Big Olive to start dating a girl. He would then start messaging him with normal things. But then it would take a dark twist with him posing as Daphne Blake, asking the 14-year-old off questions. And no, this is not referring to self-hurting thoughts. It is referring no questions, such as asking for the boy's nudes, etc. etc. The following his real messages he sent, but we edited them out for purposes. It still contains unsettling moments. You have been warned. Alright, here we go. This is what Caillou and the 14-year-old's conversation was.
I do want to meet you one day. You're hot as I am.
Why me?
Because you deserve to have a nice boyfriend like me.
Okay.
We're gonna have so much fun together effing each other and actually have a good time today even when we have a baby. I will be there. I hope Chris doesn't look at this.
Those were in fact real messages he sent to the 14-year-old. That was very messed up. After the break, we will be interviewing the kid behind the Daphne Blake account. Don't touch the remote because there's more. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my freaking god. Caillou is so gonna get it after this episode dares. I can't believe he would do stuff like this. One commercial break later. Welcome back to Catch a Predator. I am now sitting in the bedroom where the 14-year-old is at. I already had a conversation with him and we made sure we are going to guard him from the talented Predo. The kid who is behind the Daphne Blake account, which is Caillou by the way, is on his way to this exact house I'm at. He should be here in about 30 seconds. I'm going to confront the kid and we gonna see him finding out that he is actually going to be caught later on. That's him. Get ready. Well, if it isn't the same person I know from a different show.
Bush. Not that Chris Hansen again. Me running.
Oh, it is Chris Hansen again, alright. You're trying to stalk and become a predator to someone again, aren't you?
No.
Bullsh. Caillou. We heard and saw what you did. You've been posting comments on the 14-year-old's Big Olive messaging session talking about porn and all of that. You think you can commit a crime by taking the boy out and unalive him, right?
God damn it. Fine. Yes. I'm indeed trying to commit a crime by stalking that 14-year-old by posting pictures of Daphne Blake's nudes on his messenger, and we talked about meeting together. And no, it was not unaliving him. It was to have the S-word with him, and become hottest cartoon gooners.
Let me explain something to you, alright Caillou. I can't believe I have to deal you again with this crap. You can't be sending inappropriate pictures of people's nudes, even cartoon characters on the messaging board of Ego, because they are going to find out and send out the authorities, which they are indeed coming right now. And 2. Daphne Blake is a fictional character from the Scooby-Doo franchise, and you can't be ruining people's childhoods with sending pictures of the character's private stuff, which you actually did, by the way. You will be in a lot of trouble for that, in which you are. And to be honest, I used to actually daydream Daphne all the time when I watched Scooby-Doo and get bored in school. But that doesn't mean I can go ahead and become a weird-ass wanting their private stuff. That also explains how much of a lunatic predator you are, Caillou. In fact, that was the most illegal thing you have done, not only for the Scooby-Doo franchise, but also on the Catch a Predator series. We just now recorded history. And guess what? You can't be simping her and become a creep to that kid anymore, because you are going to jail now. So get ready, because you're going to suffer there.
Why?
Oh, my freaking god. Gail freaking Lewis so fucking grounded for a lot of quadrillion centilentums. I can't freaking believe it. After another commercial break, when it was time to reveal the charges on the show. I'm definitely gonna ground him for this. Let's see the charges. Alright you all, in order to end the show, I'm gonna show you the charges he has now. He was charged with posing as an underage fictional character on the internet, 2 felony counts regarding his predatory days, and 1 charge for fighting with the cops when being escorted. He was originally going to be sent and spent 2 million centil quadrillion centil millenniums in jail. But one of Caillou, or should I say Caillou from now on, Caillou's friend want them to reduce it down to 2 days and 5 hours in jail. He was now released from jail. Whoever's Caillou's friend is, you need some schooling. But that's today's episode for now. See you next week for an all-new episode. This is Chris Hansen, the host of the show, signing off. Goodbye for now. Oh, my freaking god. Caillou. Gail freaking Lou David Nathan Anderson. Get your bald ass into the living room right goddamn now. Oh my freaking god, Caillou. You just lied to me. You were on the show becoming a predator to a 14-year-old, aren't you?
No, I wasn't. That was someone pretending to be me.
Cut the bullshit, Caillou. You were trying to do the no to the 14-year-old on the show, weren't you?
Okay. Fine. Yes, I was the one responsible for this. I just want to talk to someone and ask if we can meet one day.
Oh, my freaking god. Gail freaking bald freak cum quad loving gun shooting firework exploding zit popping Carter's story came back to plot a gun 50-year-old bike tire blowing up childish dad gets grounded Sudican exploding SML goon biting slop Xbox destroyed Josie from Josie and the Pussycats suck talons balls the Caillou gets grounded show rent animations Cadence 73 Carter's story Carlos the BSOD fan 2014 Platagon World 50 Redemption Films Jade Platigon Southwest Airfin Chewy Boy 2019 Phoenix Studios Rent deserves the best tribute video Mr. Nelson busted his nuts again How fucking dare you appear on To Catch a Predator and stalk the 14-year-old on there. That was way more illegal and harmful. In fact, That is near the worst thing you have ever done. I can't believe your so-called friend reduced your sentence instead of being there for 2 million centil quadrillion millenniums. That's so freaking bald. Plot a britch won't stop tickling a new Yasha incredible gassy got panned by critics. You are so mother freaking grounded for 3 4 4 4 4 5 5 5 5 2 3 2 3 2 3 7 4 2 3 4 9 3 4 8 2 3 9 4 6 2 3 4 7 6 2 3 4 8 7 6 3 4 8 7 3 7 4 6 9 3 4 6 3 4 8 9 7 1 3 4 6 8 3 7 4 7 6 3 4 8 7 2 3 4 7 6 2 3 4 8 7 3 4 6 2 8 3 4 7 3 7 4 8 6 2 3 7 4 2 3 6 4 7 2 6 3 2 7 3 4 8 7 2 3 8 4 6 7 2 5 6 4 6 5 2 6 4 8 2 3 4 6 5 2 3 4 7 5 3 4 7 3 5 1 6 7 5 3 6 7 3 5 4 6 7 3 5 4 6 7 1 5 3 6 7 4 5 1 6 5 1 4 5 5 6 3 4 5 6 4 1 7 2 5 3 6 7 1 2 5 3 1 2 6 3 5 1 2 7 3 7 1 2 3 1 2 7 6 3 5 1 6 7 2 3 5 1 4 5 1 4 0 2 3 4 2 3 4 9 2 3 0 4 9 0 3 4 9 6 0 2 5 6 9 0 2 5 7 0 3 5 9 6 0 3 4 9 6 9 5 7 0 9 2 5 0 6 9 1 0 4 9 5 0 9 2 4 5 0 9 4 5 0 9 3 0 6 9 0 3 9 6 0 3 4 9 0 9 2 3 4 6 9 2 3 5 9 0 3 4 5 9 0 3 4 5 9 0 9 0 3 4 5 9 0 0 3 4 5 3 4 5 3 4 5 3 4 5 3 4 5 0 3 4 5 0 3 4 5 5 3 4 5 9 3 4 0 6 2 3 6 2 3 4 6 9 2 3 4 6 3 2 4 3 4 3 4 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 3 4 5 3 6 4 5 6 4 5 6 2 3 6 3 4 5 3 4 5 6 9 0 3 9 6 0 3 4 9 6 0 9 2 5 7 0 9 7 0 5 6 0 9 1 2 3 0 9 0 4 5 9 0 3 9 6 0 9 2 3 5 0 6 9 0 1 2 9 5 4 0 5 0 2 3 9 6 0 9 0 4 2 5 9 6 0 4 5 0 6 9 0 2 9 5 6 0 9 1 3 0 4 9 5 0 2 3 0 0 2 3 9 6 0 9 4 5 0 6 0 4 9 5 6 0 0 6 3 4 0 5 9 3 9 2 3 0 4 5 3 0 5 9 0 3 2 4 9 5 0 9 3 4 5 0 9 2 3 4 0 6 9 0 4 5 7 9 0 4 6 7 9 0 5 6 9 0 4 5 0 5 9 4 5 3 9 6 0 3 4 5 0 0 9 6 4 5 0 6 9 4 0 5 6 9 0 5 6 9 3 4 5 0 5 4 5 5 0 4 9 0 4 5 0 5 9 0 5 5 9 5 2 3 4 5 0 9 4 5 9 0 3 4 9 5 2 3 4 5 0 2 3 4 9 5 0 4 5 4 5 5 3 4 0 5 0 3 4 9 5 2 3 4 5 0 5 5 0 5 0 5 4 3 5 3 4 5 5 0 5 0 5 0 5 0 5 0 5 0 0 5 0 5 5 5 5 5 centil quadrillion dildo melting millenniums. Go to your room right freaking now. I don't want to see you being on the Catch a Predator show again.
Why? Wah freaking 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 wah.